is happening? Welcome back to The Past Alive. Thank you all for tuning in. Tonight, we're taking a look at a collection I picked up today of mostly older baseball cards and some football mixed in there as well. It is a collection I have not yet gone through. Way too many cards to go through in the short amount of time that I've had it in my possession. But a long story short, this guy reached out to me yesterday via social media and asked if I had bought cards because he had quite a few. He sent me a picture over that looked to be just several 5,000 count boxes. And, my first thought was it's probably a lot of 92 Fleer and, 91 tops and, stuff like along those lines from the junk wax era. So I wasn't all too excited about it. And then we made plans for me to go over there today and check it out. So I stopped by there, thinking I only spent about a half hour glazing over what he said he had, 88 Donruss. You can usually tell as soon as you open a box by the colors of the edges what you have in there. I had no idea he was going to have a lot of vintage 60s and 70s along with these boxes. So here we have an overview of the collection I bought today, and forgive the insulation in the background. This is actually the former TPIA Studios that is being remodeled. This is the haul that I brought back with me. We have some other sports memorabilia in here as well, which is really awesome, but this is going to be basically a preview video. So I'm obviously not going to go over everything that I found in this video. That would take us hours upon hours. We have 11 5,000 count boxes, one 4,000 count box, and just a bunch of randomness as well. So I'm probably going to split this video or these videos up into just segments, opening one box at a time, going through it, because I did not get to go through all that. You're going to have junk wax in here, as you do with most collections. Like this box has a lot of gum band cards. You do see some 70s football in there, 76 and some 87 opening days. But a lot of this is junk wax, so I probably won't spend too much time looking through things of that nature. I did sift through that earlier, so that is part of it. The next box, this is mostly binders. I did pull these out when I was at the customer's house. I shouldn't say customer, but the seller's house, since he sold me these cards. And these kind of just fell off the top of this box. They're just all hanging off. So we have binders, a lot of junk wax era stuff. You're going to have some rookies from this era that are decent and thrown in here, but there's not really too much vintage, but still, cards from whenever I started collecting, so I still enjoy seeing them regardless. Now, the key to this whole collection is this metal container right here that I would say there's roughly maybe 2,000 cards in here, maybe a little more than that. Now, it goes pretty deep. It is, it's 4 rows or 4 columns full of cards. And you see here on top here, I put a couple of the best cards that I pulled out of here on top. And I have not even got a chance to top load them yet or anything else. But you got Mickey Mantle's last card here, the 69 tops. Last name in yellow, so it's not the white air variation, which is pretty freaking valuable. But a decent condition Mantle nonetheless. A little rough around some of the corners there, but overall, Mantles in that shape still command a pretty fair price, as does this 1970 tops Nolan Ryan. Now, in good condition, these can be like $300 these days. This one does have a crease on the corner. It's kind of hard to see, though. You look at it from that view, but a nice 70 Nolan Ryan. You got a 71 Clemente. This one's a little beat on the one corner. That one might stay on my PC because I do collect Clemente. There's a 71 Nolan Ryan as well. Another nice one there with the real crown in the background. You got my personal favorite Clemente card ever, the 72 tops. Always loved that one. You have Clemente's last card, 73 here. And I'm not going to show you everything, but we're going to gloss over some of those. I didn't pull out all the best cards. I pulled out a little stack there. So there are still a lot of nice ones to be found. Rookie cards and all kinds of goodies to be found in this box. Like I said, it goes down pretty low. The other cards I've seen in there were 64 tops, and I think it's like 64 up through 74. It's pretty much the latest that I saw in that tote. But there's all kinds of randomness in this collection that I just keep coming across. Here's a Johnny Ray autograph from 1987, apparently. I saw another ticket stub that had like a Mike Scioscia autograph from a Dodgers game. So I think it's actually in this one. We got some more junk wax era stuff, some signed ticket stubs. It's cool they actually wrote who signed on the back because some of these are pretty hard to tell. This one, Sammy Khalifa signed this one, 1987. I think this is the Sosa. Not Sosa, Scioscia. Mike Scioscia signed that one in the 87 game. So again, preview video. We're not going to go through all this stuff. I'm going to gloss over it, but, you know, there's a lot of junk wax era stuff in here. Nothing crazy. You have stars, Hall of Famers, you know, some Frank Thomas rookies and things of that nature, but I have not gone through any of these boxes. I kind of thumbed through them to see what I had, and some of these are going to be better than others. I saw boxes that had 85 Fleer, 84 Donruss in them. Some of these have, like what we're seeing here, 91 Fleer and 1990 Hoops. And still going to go through those regardless and see if there's any error cards in there. You never know. There could be a Frank Thomas no name on front. Back in that time, people were tossing that card in the trash. So there could be one in this collection. And then these are really freaking cool. These are like scrapbooks that were made. So the guy that sold me this, he said his father-in-law, I don't know if he passed away, if he moved out, what happened. He said these were in the attic. These have been in the attic for like 20-some years. And he just wanted to get them out of the house. I guess his roof was leaking, so he called me. But World Series 72 A's at Reds. These are absolutely freaking awesome. So normally when I see stuff like this, people glue the cards in there. And they have these like little brackets. I don't know if that's what you really call them, but to keep the cards in place. I don't know if the cards are actually glued. I don't think they are, but we have 73 Raleigh Fingers in nice condition. We got box scores and just all kinds of old newspaper clippings. There's a random 73 Pete Rose just sitting there, and nice card there. But there's several of these books. I don't know if we'll really sit here and go through all these in this video. I'm just kind of wanting to glaze over it for you guys. There's a Catfish Hunter 73, but very, very cool stuff. It says Playoffs 73. This is something that you really can't put a price on, and it's something I probably won't part with. It's Denoris Griffey gets first look. Like, how cool is that article? That's Ken Griffey Sr. Matlack 2 hits, and just so much cool randomness in here. There's John Matlack, article about him. There's Pete Rose. There's all kinds of Pete Rose stuff in here, but so yeah, every book has different clippings in there. This one's not labeled, but we got some more cards. Box scores. And look at that. There's another mantle. I didn't even see that one earlier. So we have another 69 mantle in there. That, it looks like it's in pretty decent condition. The little edge there. I hope it's not glued in there, but that's pretty freaking awesome. Did not see that one earlier. So maybe we didn't go through this book. We got a 61 Roger Maris here now. Mantle clipping. So there was really, I mean, the cards in the metal case, they were divided up by team, and they were rubber banded. So, which is just how you see a lot of older collections. There was a stack of Yankees, and there was a mantle. The 69 mantle was in there, and then I found a 68 Mantle Maze and Killebrew, which is a card I did not have, so that was pretty cool. That'll go on the PC. Got Pete Rose and Bobby Mercer. But just so, these are absolutely awesome. Like these, there's a 74 Munson just chilling out in there in pretty freaking good condition. So I have no idea what we're going to unearth in this collection, but I'm pretty excited. So we will, I don't know if we'll make just a separate video going through these binders in, you know, more in detail. This one's a little bit beat up, but you got Cubbies. It seemed like his father-in-law collected a lot of Mets from the things that I've seen. And this is pretty funny, though. I really enjoyed this. It's a Babe postcard, and whoever wrote on here kind of acted like Babe Ruth's son. It says this picture was taken in 1927, but it says, Chugger, maybe someday you will hit as many home runs as I did. Babe Ruth, apparently he rose from the dead to come back and write this in 1986. I thought that was pretty hilarious. So just a little glimpse. Here's another box. You see a lot of 88s in here. But I promise you there are definitely a lot of early mid-80s cards that I saw through there. And I think we may find some Griffey Upper Deck rookies. And in this tote, there's just a bunch of randomness. You got a 90 Fleer update set. I did kind of skim through these. But I think there's mostly a lot of junk wax in there. So this was the buy today. I love going to look at collections. I love to bring these back with me and just go through one box at a time. But I figure it would be most fun for us to do it together, at least a few of these boxes, rather than do it on my own. So maybe we'll make that a series, and we'll do one every couple days and maybe do a live stream, or maybe I'll just recap it. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on this collection, what you think we may find in here, or even what your favorite thing that you saw in the video was, card-wise or scrapbook-wise. A lot of cool stuff here, so drop me a comment down below, and I will hopefully see you guys back tomorrow night, and maybe tomorrow we will go through this vintage container here and unearth everything that's in there. So appreciate you guys watching. I will see you back tomorrow night.